what you need to do. So
So we'll be meeting in the middle of each month as originally,
Yeah.
somewhere around the middle, and I'll send out an email. It'll be on a Wednesday night, 14th, 15th, 16th, around whatever the Wednesday is nearest to the middle of the month.
yeah, we have the schedule in our emails. So
Right.
anyway, thank you very much. But it's a pity that, that it's not every
Oh,
week.
I know. But you don't have
Yeah,
enough-
I know. Thank you. Anyway, thank you.
So you have a nice new hairdo.
Next what?
No, you have a nice new hairdo.
Not really, thanks, but thank you though.
It's shorter than it did before. It looks shorter and fluffier.
I have very good hairdresser.
Yes,
It's
you
my
do?
husband.
Oh, yeah, yes. That's great.
I'm a barber for him now, and he's a hairdresser for me.
COVID has its advantages, right?
Yes.
You learn new skills. So tell me what you would like to work on this week.
Whatever you say, maybe this
Well, what sound did you choose? What you were going to choose one sound to work on this week. Did you do that?
Yes, we did with Elena. This
Yay.
E.
Good.
E. So if you don't mind, maybe 15 minutes, if you can work with me.
Oh, sure.
Would be
Oh, no,
great.
I'm going to stay till 6:45 or as close to that as possible. So yeah, no, tell me about what you practice with. Did you do it by Zoom or by phone? How did you do it?
By FaceTime.
FaceTime. So you could see each other's mouth. Good.
Yeah.
And did you feel you succeeded?
You see, we are not sure that we say it in a really right manner, but I think it's anyway helpful because we are trying.
Yeah, just the practice helps. And you can hear things in somebody else's speech that often you can't hear in your own.
Definitely.
And you can help them with that. Okay, so did you have any more tongue twisters or anything like that? What did you do?
I'm trying now to find this tongue site with twisters. Minimal pairs.
Okay, let's start with that. Instead of saying twisters. Twisters, perfect.
Twisters.
Yep, twisters. Tongue twisters.
Just a moment.
Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Do you know if anybody else is going to be joining us?
I don't know.
Okay.
My husband registered for your class also.
Oh, where is he?
He said next time. Not ready for working.
Not ready for
working with this.
Not ready for.
I said that you are a very strict teacher, so he needs
good
to be ready to work with the sounds.
But say not ready for working.
For working.
Yeah, rather than working. Yeah.
For working.
Perfectly easy to understand, but working.
Okay. So now I will send you in chat.
Okay.
These words. You received, right?
I did.
Mm-hmm. So could
Okay.
Where do I start?
Start anywhere you like, at the top.
Quotation from the very popular song "A Love Story." Where do I start?
You know that? Wow.
Blip, bleep.
Good.
Breeches, breeches. Breeches, breeches, breeches.
Breeches, yes, good. And
without T in the middle. Breeches. Breeches, breeches.
Actually, the TCH is
Yeah.
pronounced exactly the same as the CH.
So without T.
However you conceptualize it. In English, when you see TCH, you don't pronounce the T separately. It's just the same as breeches, breeches, breeches. It's like rich, reach, itch, for example, itch, ITCH, something. I have an itch.
Yeah.
You don't pronounce the T, it's just itch.
Okay. If you say about the other vowels like match, match or match.
Match,
No,
just match.
without T.
No T.
Okay. So I know something new already.
Already, see that?
Yeah.
Something you don't, yeah, you never have to worry about pronouncing it. You have to worry about writing it. You have to remember to put the T in the words that have T.
Okay. Breeches, breeches, breeches.
Breeches. E.
Creek, creek.
E.
Din,
Wait, breeches. Breeches.
breeches,
Yeah.
breeches.
Breeches.
Breeches,
Breeches.
breeches.
Yes.
Creek, creek.
Good.
Elena said that maybe I emphasize to the too much in my sound, like
In
creek, creek, creek.
Ah, I see what you're saying. I wouldn't say it's too much. I assumed you're using that to remember. But what I was telling you last week is to try to bring that sound forward in the mouth. So you say kri, it's all up in the front of the mouth, whereas in Russian and Ukrainian it's krik, krik, krik. It's in the back of the mouth. You want to say crick.
Creek, creek.
Kri,
creek.
Yeah, in the front of the mouth. Yeah.
Creek.
Crick.
Creek, creek.
Creek, crick, creek.
Creek, creek, creek.
Yeah. Do you know what a crick is?
Creek is the spring.
That's the creek.
No, I don't know. What does it mean? Crick.
A crick, the only definition I know for crick is it's when you get a sore spot in your neck, so you can't bend your neck. Let's say you can bend your neck one way, but not the other way. And somebody says, what's wrong with your neck? You say, I don't know. I have a crick in it.
Crick. It's some kind of sore.
Sore, like a knot in your muscle, a crick in your neck, like a knot in your muscle.
Okay.
Not a stream.
Creek, creek.
Yeah.
Din, din.
Good. I like the way you're elongating the E sound. D. Yeah.
I'm not sure that I'm not sure that I will say it in conversation in this way, but I'm trying now with you, like kids work with a speech therapist.
It's just a matter of forming habits.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of forming habits.
And you see, after the previous class, I noticed that I recognized this sound, and I'm trying to correct my sound.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah,
that's a major triumph.
Step ahead.
Just to bring it into your awareness like that. Did you notice that when you were practicing with Elena?
With what do you mean?
You said
what I noticed.
The new awareness.
Yeah.
It's really useful to have that, because then when you walk around saying things, you go, oh, wait a minute, what did I just say? You won't always say it right the first time, but you'll have an awareness that will make you slowly. It's hard to change a habit.
Oh, extremely hard, because you see, the whole life I said it in this way, and now I should correct it. But this is a really big deal that I notice now that it's incorrect, and the second step is I try to correct it.
But it's funny because your English is very fluent. I can't imagine anyone would misunderstand you.
But anyway.
Anyway.
But thank you, though.
All right. So.
Din, din.
Okay, do you know what both those words mean?
Like ding dong and din.
That's ding dong. Din is
With G at the end, yeah.
right. Din is a very loud noise, often made of metal or a lot of voices together. Like you could say, I went into the children's cafeteria at lunchtime, but I couldn't hear a thing above the din, meaning the sound of all those voices at once.
Okay.
Din is overwhelming sound that makes it hard to hear anything else.
Now I know how to describe the situation and sounds in American restaurants.
Yes. As a matter of fact, it's funny because I remember avoiding a particular restaurant in the town where I used to live. A friend and I used to go there, and we would start to make reservations, and then we would say, no, let's not go there. You can't hear anything above the din. And we wanted to talk. We didn't want to have to shout. But that restaurant was so loud. My God.
We have good friends, and they're really kind.
Let's do. We have good friends.
We have good friends,
yep.
And they are really kind, and they made a lot of good things for us, and we invited them to the restaurant, and they said no. We invited them to our house many times, but we would like to show our, I don't know how to even say, just to be polite, and invited them to the restaurant, and they say, no way, we cannot communicate in this din.
Yeah. So now you know that word. Good.
Okay, and dean, maybe it's your boss in the university.
Yeah, dean is the head of studies in a university, typically. Yeah.
Fiend.
Good.
I don't know, what does it mean.
Okay, you know what either of them means.
I don't know what either they mean.
So finned is a way of describing an animal that has pieces of skin coming off the side, like a fish. Those are fish.
Okay. Fins. Yeah, I know about the shark fin, but right. I don't know. I didn't connect it with the fin. So it's
they would say, for example, you would say, oh, that fish can't go as fast as the other one because this species is finned, meaning it has fins.
This species is
finned fish, yeah. It's an unusual word to use. They probably put that in the tongue twisters just because it's good to compare. And then fiend, do you know that word?
No, I don't know this.
Do you know the word rascal in English?
Rascal?
Yeah, rascal. You're such a rascal.
No. I know. A rascal is an animal, a wild animal, not really. And it may be, if we say not literally about the animal, this is the naming of a bad person, rascal, no?
I never heard it applied to an animal, but a rascal or a fiend is someone who, how can I describe a fiend? A fiend is not a good thing to be, but a rascal could be. A fiend is someone who deceives you, steals from you. Let me look up the definition.
I don't know. Do you know it's in Russian? It's shakal.
Shakal.
Okay. Shakal.
Shakal. You looked up the meaning?
Yeah, I will do it now. Google Translate.
They say a fiend is an evil spirit or a demon. But people have used it in literature, especially older literature, older British literature. They say things like, "Avast, ye fiend!" It's like, you bad person, get away from me.
Yeah. I see in Russian it's негодяй.
Негодяй, that's a no good. Yeah, in Russian, негодяй is you no good. Yeah, fiend, that's a good word for fiend. Yeah. Большой негодяй.
Yep. Большой негодяй.
I was going to say a bad word. I've only heard that with ругаться матом.
Yeah.
They will say, Отъебись, негодяй.
No, they don't say негодяй.
Well, you know what
They
I
say
mean.
much worse word.
Much stronger. That's right. Негодяй. Yeah.
So you know Russian slang.
Oh, yeah, oh, sure. Of course, everybody. That's
Of
the
course.
first thing you learn. That's the
How
first
to
thing.
learn Russian without slang, yes.
Absolutely. In every language. Okay, so find and fiend, and now we're going to do
Field, fleet.
no.
Fleet.
Yes.
I know fleet, the air fleet could be, but I don't know what does it mean, fleet.
Fleet can be a group. It can be a group of airplanes. It can be a group of taxis. They will say the taxi fleet is all gathered downtown for the ceremony. Okay, and then flit is a way of moving. It's the way a butterfly moves. A butterfly flits from a flower to a flower to a flower. That's the movement of a butterfly, flitting from flower to flower.
Got it. Yeah. Jeep. Yeah, I don't know the first one.
Look at my mouth position for E. See where my tongue is? It's way up here. E. Jeep. Yeah, jip and jeep. So jip means to cheat somebody. He gypped me out of $10. He cheated me. No, gypsy is something else.
Yeah. But gypsy very often gyp the people.
Yes, that's true. They do. Yeah. I remember being afraid the gypsies would rob us in Russia because when they see Americans, they all gather around and, and they try to distract you and then grab your purse or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not only on the streets, but even if you, my relatives have a house and the young lady, gypsy lady, if I can call her a lady, she ran a door and she was pregnant and she asked just about a glass of water, and she has a shawl very big, so she make this like sheet of this shawl, and small children just came into the house and stole a lot of things.
Wow.
There were like 5-7 kids there, and you cannot just, she was alone at home, and she could not just to see everybody in all the rooms. So
and she had them all in her shawl?
No, she just make it like a big sheet, a big screen, and the owner, my relative, did not see who is behind this screen, and they like cockroaches just squeezed into the house and stole a lot of.
This is making. Hi, Elena. Welcome.
Hi.
I'm only going to be here till 6:45 tonight because I have a plumbing problem and I have to call a plumber at 6:45. So, you're making me wonder, Elena. You're making me wonder if the word gyp was derived from the word gypsy. I don't know.
Maybe.
It could be. Maybe. Okay, and gyp, and the other one is.
Yeah, general purpose Jeep, the car. Right. Yeah.
Elena, you can see the chat box, right?
I will check it.
We're doing words in the chat box. I hear.
Oh, no. We're probably doing private. I don't see anything.
Oh, no, maybe I'll send now.
Send it again to everyone.
I did it for everyone, but because Elena was late, so
I think
maybe
that happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Only here. Received?
Thank you.
Okay, you got it? I only got it once. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so we are up to Jip and Jeep. How about the next one?
Maybe let's Elena.
Oh, you're choking. You okay? Elena, she's really fine. She just wanted you to take over.
Okay, I know. Do you want to start from the beginning?
Sure.
Blip, blip, bleep,
Good.
breeches, breeches,
Breeches.
breeches,
You've got to do the same thing as Galini. You have to bring the sound forward in your mouth. Bree, E. See where my tongue is? E, E. Breeches rather than breeches. If you hold the sound in the back of your mouth, you're going to get the two sounds confused.
breeches,
Yes.
breeches,
Breeches, breeches, yeah.
creek,
And don't forget bitches and beaches.
yeah, there's a lot, yeah, I know. Breeches, breeches, and breeches, breeches. Creek, creek, creek.
Hey, crick again.
Creek.
Good.
Creek.
Creek.
Creek. Creek.
Good. Okay.
Dean. Dean.
Good.
Fint. Fint.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you have your voice in that D. Finned, not fint, finned. And what happens when there's D at the end of a word and the sound before the D is a consonant, which it is here, you have N followed by D. The E is silent. So you have N followed by D. You usually spend more time on the N so that you can get your voice into the D. So you say finned.
Find.
Yes.
Find.
Finned and fiend.
Fiend.
Yeah, otherwise you end up saying fint and feint with no voice. And in English, there are many, many words where that's the only difference, whether you use your voice consonant or your silent consonant. So you want to be very careful about that. See, if you see a sound before a D, extend that sound to be able to pronounce the D more easily. Finned and fiend. If I don't make the N longer, I end up pronouncing fin. It's too short and it's a T.
Excuse me, may I interrupt you?
Yes, of course.
If you say about the sound, the longer sound, you mean N, not silent E, right?
No, because if it's silent, it doesn't have a sound. So when you say a D, this is very confusing and hard for a lot of speakers with past tense words in English, past tense verbs, because you have that D at the end of the verb. If the sound before the D is voiced, if you put your voice into it, then the D also has to be voiced. And in order to do that, you have to make the sound before a little bit longer. Let me see if I can,
I got it.
Ragged. Racked and ragged.
Right.
That's another example. Racked, which is R-A-C-K-E-D, racked, and ragged with a G-G-E-D.
Right.
You have to kind of make the G sound longer because you need to have the voice present to pronounce the D.
Ragged, ragged.
Ragged, ragged. And you make the vowel longer too. You make everything longer to get that D pronounced with your voice at the end. It just makes it easier. Okay, so what are we up to now? Finned and fiend?
Yes.
Okay.
Find.
Finned.
Find. Fiend.
I want to hear the end of, I want to hear the D on the end. Finned.
Find. Fiend.
Finned.
Not easy. You have to watch every letter. Every.
Yeah. Finned. No, you only have to watch the last letter.
I have to.
Finned. And then fiend.
Fiend. Fiend.
Yes. And don't think you're exaggerating. That will make those words very, very clear if you say them like that. And some people that have sort of like a theatrical way of speaking, that's the way they talk all the time.
It will be very exhausted. to speak like that for me. I know me because I read the book and tried to pronounce everything appropriate way. I tried. I'm not sure I did, but I spent a lot.
Which book?
This kid's book. This Dr. Seuss.
Oh, Dr. Seuss is wonderful. Oh, I love Dr. Seuss. That's great practice for English.
Yes.
Rhymes really help you. Okay, so are we back to Galina now? I forget where we are. Grist, how far down did we go?
We're still on the fiend.
Okay, fiend and fiend.
And can I go on?
Well, if you must. You must.
Fiend.
Good. It sounds to yourself like you're exaggerating, but you're not.
Yes, it's
you're
hard
right.
for me.
It takes more energy to say it. You're absolutely right. Okay, and the next one?
Fleet.
Good. Fleet.
Yep. Jeep.
Yep.
Jeep.
Yes, good.
Greased.
Now, that's interesting. Look at this. Grist and greased.
Greased.
They both have a T sound on the end. Why do they not have one of them is written with a T. Other one is, this is going to be, I hope this will help you raise your awareness. One of those words is written with a T and the other one is written with a D. Why do you think they're both pronounced like a T, like grist and greased?
Because S is silent, not voiced. Yeah,
that's right. Because S is not voiced. So if the sound before the final sound is not voiced, and the final sound isn't voiced either. So it's kind of easy to remember that way. Okay, go ahead.
Pete and Pete.
Yep. Do you know what those two? You know what both those words mean?
I don't know previous words also.
Peat is a kind of substance that you put on your lawn. It's dirt mixed with some other things, as I understand it. It's brown, and it comes like in a container that you open up and you throw it on your lawn. Peat, some people call it peat moss. I hope I'm remembering this right. I'm not a gardener, as you can probably tell. So pit and peat. Sim, I don't know. I've never heard of that word, if it's a word. Sim and seam.
SIM card.
Oh, a SIM card, of course. I'm showing my age. SIM card, yeah. Sim and seam.
Seam.
They sim. You're still getting a little E sound into that. There's no E, it's sim. Yes, sim.
Seam.
Sim and seam, okay.
Sip.
Okay. Okay. If you could make it shorter, it would be clearer. Sip. Yes.
Sip.
That's right.
Sip.
That's right. Take a little sip. You know what seep means?
I know sip, to sip water, for example.
Oh, that's sip.
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 No, I don't know sip.
Seep is when water is leaking out of something or when fluid is leaking out of something. You say, for example, I went down to my basement and I saw water seeping up from the cracks. Seep is to slowly leak.
You cannot sip from the seep.
You should not sip from the seep. You'll get very sick if you sip from the seep. Okay. Shin and
sheen.
Good. Do you know what those are?
No.
Galina, how about you? Do you know what shin and sheen are?
Shin, it's kind I could not find synonym. It's something like glamorous and reflecting something. Sheen.
Oh, that's sheen. I was asking you about shin.
I don't know.
Shin is a part of your body.
Huh?
It's a part of your body. It's your leg bone. Your lower leg bone is your shin.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Mhm.
scrape your shin. Like if you fall on the concrete, you scrape your shin.
Mhm.
So that's shin. And then sheen is another word for shine.
Shine, yeah.
Yes.
Shine in something.
You see that word a lot in hair commercials, hair product commercials. You know, put this on your hair, you will have a beautiful sheen. That's like a word for shine.
In Russian, there is a word like chignon. This is artificial hair. Chignon.
Oh, chignon. No, that's a French word, actually, brought into Russian.
Yep.
In French, it's chignon. And in Russian, chignon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, so, but that's not, yeah, it's the same sound. Sheen, you're right. It's the same sound. Sheen, chignon. Okay.
Is it the same meaning?
No, because sheen in English means shiny. It means shine. It has a beautiful sheen to it. Like if you have silver and you polish your silver, it gives it a beautiful sheen. A finishing shine from working on polishing it.
If you have a good chignon, you will have sheen hair.
We'll have sheen from the hair in your chignon. Yeah. Okay, I love the way you said that. That was a word in Russian. Russians are stealing the words from the French. Like,
yeah, a lot of, by the way, and Ukrainian even more international. We have not only from a lot of from French, we have a lot of from German also.
From where?
German.
German, no kidding. Oh,
yeah.
Well, we steal words all the time in English.
It's normal.
We have
global word.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, the next one.
Okay, skit.
Yes.
Skit.
Now, I'm going to tell you something I don't think you'll be able to do, but I want to demonstrate it so that you can hear it. Because if you're listening to anybody speak, if they do everything else absolutely the same way as an American does it, this is a place where you'll be able to hear a difference. And that is, and it's very hard to do in English, we do not, how can I say, we pronounce S and K with no space in between. So we do not go skit. We don't let air out after the K. We say S followed by K, no space between those, and no air after the K. So we say skit.
Skit.
Yes, foreigners will almost always say skit, skit,
skit.
With air after it, skit, or skeet, skeet. It's a very subtle difference. No one will understand you, but you can hear it immediately. If someone was not raised in this country, they probably are going to add air after the vowel, the k sound in that vowel, in that word. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting because most of letters, English-speaking people, you push air, you push like because you push in air, but here you're saying we have to keep it together without air.
That's right. The S and a K sound are very hard to do without emitting air if you're not used to it.
Skit,
yeah.
Skit.
Skit and skit.
Skit.
I'll say it. I'll say it without air first, and then with air. So without air is skit and skeet, and with air is skit and skeet. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. Skit and skeet. It's
okay. It's next chapter.
Yeah. It's not essential. It's just interesting. If you can start to identify the sounds, it helps.
It's important.
Yeah, but you'll never be misunderstood for saying skit.
Anyway.
These are hard sounds. Our language is such a mixture of German and Latin, and we have sounds from a lot of other languages. So you're learning a lot of languages when you're learning English, including chignon. Okay, so next.
Slick.
Sleek. Yes, sleek.
Sleek.
E.
Sleek.
Yeah, get the E out of your throat. For the
sleek.
You can keep the E in the back of your throat for slick, but not for sleek.
Sleek. Sleek.
Sleek. Yes. Do you know what both of those mean?
No.
Sleek. It's very smooth.
Yes, that's sleek.
Sleek.
Yes. Very sleek. Very. Yeah.
It's when the surface is icy, for example.
That's true. It's very sleek. It's a sleek, slippery. Well, that's slick.
Slick.
How about sleek?
Sleek. It's smooth. Something smooth.
Sleek is also smooth. It has a connotation. It can be used in different contexts. Has a connotation of being a very attractive. You can say, "Oh, he's such a sleek dresser. Looks very sleek." It's like chic.
So it's shiny and sleek.
Yes. Yeah, actually.
Sheen and sleek.
If you say she lost a lot of weight, she looks so trim and sleek now. It's like attractive in a very conventional way, because fat people can be attractive too.
Of course.
But if you say she looks very sleek now that she's lost all that weight, that means she looks slender. She looks great. But sleek itself doesn't mean slender. They just use the word that way. I don't know. Let's see what a dictionary would say. It has several different definitions. Sleek. Sleek means smooth and glossy. Make the hair smooth and glossy, shining, gleaming, lustrous. Well, they're not using it in the way that if you say, "Oh, she looks so sleek." It kind of means smooth and glossy, but a person isn't smooth and glossy. It just means she looks very tailored. She looks very good.
Attractive, sophisticated.
That's right. Well put together. Yeah.
Okay. But it's not common word. It's not common word.
Sleek? Yeah, it's common word.
Common.
Yeah. It's common word. Yeah. Okay, next.
Okay.
Excuse me, may I continue because it's 7 minutes.
Okay.
Where did we leave off with you?
Greased.
Okay, grist.
Greased.
I don't hear the.
Greased.
They sound the same to me.
Greased.
Grist.
Greased.
Grist. Make the vowel sound shorter. Grist.
Grist.
Yes, that's it. You got it.
Grist.
Grist.
Greased.
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 Greased. Yes. Beautiful.
Greased.
Grist and greased. Okay.
Peat.
Yes. Good.
Seen.
Perfect.
Sip.
Perfect.
Shin.
Yep.
And this hard situation, skit.
That's good.
Skit.
Skit and?
Skit.
Skeet. Yep, good. Okay, that was good. Not a hard situation. You did that really well.
Sleek.
Yep.
Sleep.
Good. Sleet. Yeah.
Sleet.
Yes. Slit and sleet.
Tick.
Good. And you notice, pay attention now as you're going about your week to how often you will hear Americans say, for example, what did you say? Did you just say slit? No, I said sleep. Oh, I thought you said slit. There's such a small difference between these sounds that people are always correcting each other in English. It happens all the time. So, if you say, I got a new Jeep, they'll say, Jeep? You got a new Jeep? What do you mean? Oh, no, Jeep. I got a new Jeep. Do you see what I mean? They're easy to confuse. And people mishear them a lot. And they will correct each other. You hear people in English saying all the time, what was that? What did you just say? Did you say this? Did you say that? And then we just quickly clarify what we said and correct each other. Common, very common. So, okay, we're just about done for my clogging sink. What do you think you'd like to work on this week? And I hope you can continue working with each other, at least for one session.
Yeah, we did. It was fun and it was helpful.
Yeah, Galina was saying how it helps to raise your awareness. Even if you're talking to somebody who speaks your own language, just to hear them try to do something else raises your awareness. Yeah, which is really good. Awareness is what it's about.
What could you recommend for the next week besides?
Okay. For you, I can pick a sound for you right away. I would work on w. Yeah, because you say v almost all the time for that sound. If you could remember even 10% of the time to stop and say we, or to correct yourself when you say we want to do it, we want, and say, oh, wait a minute, we want. That would be great, because that's something that is very present in your speech, doesn't cause any misunderstanding, but if you want to clean it up, it's very present, and so you'll have ample opportunity to hear yourself say that.
Okay.
And sometimes you'll remember and sometimes you won't. And you tell your husband not to be such a coward.
Galina, do you speak with your husband English at home?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's very strange situation. Now it's raw Ukrainian English. We use all the words from our languages and it's really mixed. We begin from the one language, continue, switch to the second and ending with the third.
You know what that's called? You know what that's
International.
called? That's called Ukrainish.
Ukrainish. Yeah.
We have a joke like позаопинюйте двері, а то чалдренята повиджампують. It's Ukrainian. Ukrainian and English.
Is there something about a door in there?
Yes, it's like позаопинюйте. Open. You open the door and your kids could jump through the windows. So, позаопинюйте.
Yeah, there you go. I thought I heard something.
And with Russian, very good дубовый table.
Very good what?
Дубовый, like from oak.
Oh,
very good дубовый table.
Dubovy table. And in Russian it would be dubavoy.
No, дубовый.
Is it dubovy?
Dubovый.
Yeah. But you say the word table.
Table.
Very good dubovy table. I like dubovy a lot.
Does it mean that you don't understand dubovy table, Hala?
Yeah,
don't understand.
I have very good oak table. Okay, Rundlist. Very good dubovy table.
I thought it's like joke. I thought you using like joke this, because we sometimes say about people who don't understand, who hard to think. And
no. Okay, it's Spanish speakers. Spanish speakers always mix English and Spanish to the point that they call it Spanglish. Now you speak Ukrainish. So, your husband is also Ukrainian?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, now I have to go. Wish me luck with my sink. I hope to God it will get
good luck.
And I will see you in the middle of next month.